He's one of Britain's most recognizable Special Forces veterans, Jason Fox. A former Royal Marines Commando and SBS operator, Fox's career took him from the strict order of basic training to the chaos of combat to the search for purpose after service. In this short video, we're sharing 3 moments from his life, the lessons, the honesty, and the humor that make Jason Fox who he is. Before the Special Boat Service, Jason started out like every recruit, sleep-deprived, shouted at, and covered in mud. But what really got to him wasn't the yelling, it was the obsession with order, folding clothes to A4 size, polishing boots until you could see your reflection. He didn't hate discipline, he hated the pointless kind.
2 weeks beginning where you learn everything about your kit. You get given like loads of kit. I didn't know what half of it was for. And you just sort of like muddle through that. But yeah, up until you get 2 hours sleep, wake up dazed, get changed, still adrift. That means late. Yeah, it was a complete culture shock. But I think what went in my favour was the age, because once you do pick it up, you then start breathing. I didn't care about people shouting at me. I've been shouted at my whole life, so it's right. Whereas everyone else had been in, they were the discipline didn't bother me. It was just the personal admin, proper.
The organisation and stuff, the kit and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was all as well. You had to every single item of clothing when it's in your locker has to be folded A4 size.
That's Foxy in a nutshell, already questioning the system, already looking for meaning behind the madness. Those same instincts, the refusal to accept things at face value, would later shape how he led in the Special Forces. Years later, inside the Special Boat Service, Foxy found himself facing the questions that discipline couldn't answer. How do you deal with loss? How do you know if you're doing enough? In a world where mistakes cost lives, there's no applause, only silence. But one kind of mission always gave clarity: a hostage rescue.
Part of our remit is to conduct hostage rescue, and actually, weirdly, everyone wants to be a part of one because there's a lot of kudos that goes behind it.
Really?
And I think the main thing about it is when you're in the military, you're always doing stuff, and you sort of get told by the top brass that you're doing well. You can't quantify how well you're doing, really.
Yeah.
Because it's a very negative job. You're going out to dominate the enemy by killing them, or at least denying them the freedom of movement. And you think, okay, whereas with a hostage rescue, you're there to save someone's life, and if you do it, you're like, oh, wow, that was, I can quantifiably say we did a good job, regardless of what
happened around it.
Yeah, what happened around it. We did do what we were supposed to do.
That's the brutal simplicity of it. When you bring someone home alive, that's your proof. In every other situation, doubt follows you long after the operation ends. Foxy's honesty about that weight, about killing, losing friends, and wondering if it was worth it, is what separates the soldier from the storyteller. After leaving the military, Fox kept that tactical mindset, even when it came to paintball. For most people, paintball's a laugh with friends. For him and a few former operators, it was live fire training with comedy consequences.
Because there was me and a few lads decided for some reason on a weekend that we had spare, this is a few years ago now, we were like at a loose end, should we just go and do a bit of paintball? So there's 4 of us rocked up and there's like loads of people, and we were like, right, we'll do this properly. We're gonna, like, once we go into the sort of zone, we're gonna do fire and manoeuvre, take cover, all this, and we ended up doing a proper assault on this dug-in position.
Bunch of 13.
Yeah, literally stood over them, like literally showered them. They were like crying and everything.
Out of ammo, smashing everything.
Like a scene from Platoon.
Did you put all the camo on as well?
Mate. We don't need to because you're masked up anyway. But we were crawling, we were going into the ditches and rivers and stuff. But it was we sort of were a little bit embarrassed about it, but it was such a good feeling.
Rivers, fire and maneuver, teenagers pinned down. It's ridiculous, but it shows something real. Even after everything they'd seen, Foxy and his mates could still find joy in the chaos. It's that humor, the ability to laugh after war, that makes recovery possible. From boot camp frustration to moral battles in the SBS to paintball warfare, Jason Fox's stories remind us that even the toughest people carry questions, scars, and laughter. It's not the missions that define him, it's the meaning he found afterwards.